Carmelo Anthony remains in exile, and it doesn't look like that's going to end anytime soon. And that's taking into account the teams who are still at least somewhat interested in signing the former NBA star. The latest in the saga comes from The Athletic's Shams Charania, who's reporting that a potential union between Anthony and the Brooklyn Nets has legs, but is unlikely to end up happening as of now. Stream live coverage of up to 7 games each week of the NBA regular season with ESPN on KO. Get your 14-day free trial. Melo's NBA career is in limbo. Source: AF. Unfortunately, though, the Nets roster is full, and they may cast their eye elsewhere. Wilson Chandler, the small forward who's set to serve a 25-game suspension for violating the NBA's anti-drug program, has forced the Nets to look at short-term options in the position, but Anthony reportedly isn't part of that search. Instead, the team is looking at names like C.J. Williams, Dante Cunningham, Luol Deng, and Lance Thomas. NBA scouts taking NBL Notice 113, the other teams that could have been options for Anthony, the Los Angeles Lakers and New York Knicks, both have full rosters, so it looks like the 10-time All-Star will have to keep waiting. CP3 to the Heat still an option. Chris Paul remains in a limbo of his own. He was traded to the Oklahoma City Thunder in exchange for Russell Westbrook, and the reporting since that transaction went down was that he didn't particularly want to be there. At the time, the Miami Heat were doing their best to work out how to trade for Paul and pair him with Jimmy Butler, but nothing came to fruition. They're still trying, though. Chris Paul will probably have to enter camp with the Thunder. Source: AFP. Athletic reported that the Heat still have a level of interest in Paul as the regular season draws near. Paul reportedly has shared strong mutual interest joining the Heat. The big obstacle, of course, is Paul's contract. He's set to earn $124 million over the next 3 years, which means he has one of the most undesirable contracts in the entire league. This reporting indicates that the Heat will start the season with the roster they have, and make a decision on whether they choose to chase Paul again based on the results. Grizzlies. Iggy reach a truce. One of the more baffling stories that's still ongoing is why on earth Andre Iguodala remains on the Memphis Grizzlies roster. He was initially traded from the Golden State Warriors because Steve Kerr's team needed to shed some salary, but the expectation was that he'd quickly be bought out or traded, in order for the former NBA Finals MVP to join a contender as his career reaches its end. That didn't happen, but there's some good news. Iguodala and the Grizzlies agreed that the wing will not attend the team's media day, according to the Daily Memphian's Chris Harrington. While the team has no plans to buy out Iguodala's $17 million contract, he'll remain on the team, likely well into the season, according to the reporting, and conduct private workouts while the Grizzlies search for trade options. It sounds like there's an expectation that Iguodala could remain a member of the Grizzlies until the trade deadline, so don't look for this to end anytime soon. Let's block ads. Why?